Hello everyone! Welcome back sa aming YouTube channel. Again, si Ating Mabel ng Bayan ng Canada. Naglilingkod po sa inyong ngayon. So pag-usapan po natin ngayon ang program sa Canada, which is the RNIP program. Kagaya po ng nasabi ko, na pangako ko, i-update ko kayo sa iba-ibang program dito sa Canada na pwede nyo pong pag-applyan para maging permanent residence. Isa na po dito yung RINIP program. Narinig niyo na ba ang program, RNIP programs dito sa Canada? Ito po yung Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot. Isa din pong program na pwede nyo pag-applyan para maging PR dito sa Canada. So, ang kailangan nyo lang gawin is the applicant must have in the 3 years preceding the day on which they made their application for permanent residence po. So, meaning, kailangan po dito kayo, preceding 3 years po, bago kayo mag-apply ng permanent residence dito sa Canada. Kung kayo po ay nandito na sa Canada, you can take this step to apply for this program. So, dapat din accumulated at least 1 year of full-time work experience or equivalent in a part-time work. So, syempre, kailangan meron kayong work experience para po nakapag-accumulate kayo ng 1 year, at least 1 year. Kasi kaya yung mga nandito na at over a year, they can take advantage to apply for this program. And also, hindi lang 1 year full-time experience, pwede rin po yung mga equivalent part-time work as long as na-reach nyo po yung certain hours na required. So, over a continuous period of in an occupation listed in the National Occupation Classification, which is, we call it NOC. Yan po yung sinasabi ko, NOC code. Pag may apply kayong trabaho, may mga code po bawat job title dito sa Canada. Ito yung tinatawag na National Occupational Classification. Dapat yung work experience nyo listed po doon sa NOC code ng meron sa IRCC. So, the work experience must meet the following requirements. So, number 1, it must include the performance of the actions described in the lead statement for the occupation as set out in the occupational description of the National Occupation Program classifications. Dapat nandun talaga sa list ng NOC code yung position or yung requirements ng job na meron kayo. Number 2, it must include the performance of a substantial number of, the main duties. Siyempre, nakalagay doon kung ano yung job description ninyo, kung ano yung duties nyo doon sa trabahong yon. So, naka-specify din po doon. So, main duties of the occupation as set out in the occupational descriptions na nasa NOC code din po. Halimbawa, kung ang experience nyo is food service supervisor, dapat nakaspecify kung ano mo yung main duties na ginagawa nyo bilang food service supervisor. So, including all the essential duties. Kung ano yung ano talaga yung ginagawa nyo. Kasi, di ba may job offer kayo, nakalagay doon yung job description ng inyong gagawin with your job title na ina-apply dito sa Canada. So, number 3, if the work experience was acquired in Canada, the applicant was authorized to work in Canada under the regulations ng IRCC. So, syempre, kailangan meron kayong work permit. So, work permit na may valid LIMIA, kasi pag sinabing kasing may work permit ka, you're holding a temporary resident status dito sa Canada. So, yun po yung mga requirements na kailangan yung i-prepare para sa inyong job specification to apply for this program. So, the applicant must have a genuine offer of the employment. So, kailangan yung job offer nyo from the employer, genuine din po. Kasi, ang dami ko pong natatanggap na email na, ate, pakicheck naman kung totoo itong job offer na ito. So, yun, kailangan nyo po ma-check kung legit akong job offer sa inyo. So, the offered employment must be the following sa mga nagtatanong kung legit yung offer sa kanila. Pakinggan nyo po yung mga dapat natin alamin para malaman kung genuine po yung job offer sa atin. So, una, non-seasonal full-time work for an indeterminate period. So, may certain period kung hanggang kailan yung contract mo. And also, number 2, it's located in the community kung saan naka-address yung employment mo. So, within the community na approved ng rural program na ito. So, number 3, yung wage that is above or within the range of wages for that particular occupation in the job bank of the Canada Employment Insurance Commission. So, dapat, yung job offer nyo, di ba, nakalagay din po doon yung kung magkano ang inyong sweldo. So, dapat din po alam natin kung tama ang sweldo nakaspecify doon sa inyong contract. Na pagdating nyo dito or nandito na kayo, yun talaga ang tinatanggap yung sweldo. Kasi kailangan talaga sumunod tayo sa Canada Employment Insurance Commission. Otherwise, the company itself masisira as a business company kasi they're not following the right wages for each employment. So also, the applicant must demonstrate using the result of a language test. So yan, kailangan din po talaga ng IELTS or English test kapag nag-apply kayo ng permanent residence dito sa Canada. Kailangan yung English test pasado din po sa Canadian language benchmarks. Yeah, the applicant must obtain, kasi during my time, pag meron kang university, graduate ka sa college or university, or may marami ka na work experience, they can, and then makakapasa ka na, hindi mo na kailangan ng English test, pero kailangan na. So, kailangan a Canadian educational credential. Kailangan mo ng, kung dito ka nakakapag-aral ka sa Canada, kailangan may credential ka, or kung hindi ka sa Canada nag-aral, a foreign diploma, certificate, or credential along with an equivalency assessment that is less than 5 years old. So, kung meron kayong ECA, Educational Credential Assessment, so valid yun, pwede yung masubmit. Tapos, yun nga, kailangan nyo po ng English language. Yung pinakamadali po, advice ko sa lahat, selfie po kunin nyo if you want to apply for a permanent residence dito sa Canada. Kasi medyo madali-dali lang at kayang-kaya na po natin maipasa, makakuha ng mataas na score. So, yeah. Also, ang dami pong kailangan i-ready. The applicant must, if they do not already occupy the position of the employment in Canada, pag wala pang trabaho sa Canada, have in the form of transferable and available funds. So, dapat, if you're applying from outside Canada, or dapat may funds din kayo available sa inyong account. Kasi ito yung mga outside Canada na mag-a-apply sa program na ito. So, if a foreign nationals is in the Canada, kung nasa Canada ka na, at the time of their permanent resident visa application, so, if you're in Canada, mag-a-apply ka ng permanent visa, so, they must have a temporary resident status. Hindi pwede ka makapag-apply ng permanent visa. So, you should be valid to stay in Canada. So, ang dami madugo po ang mga requirements, no? So, also, an applicant may obtain a new genuine offer of employment only if, after they submit their application for permanent residence, kailangan yung kumuha ng panibagong work o job offer of employment. Kasi, tapos, ang employer, the employer from which the applicant received their existing offer of employment, di ba tayo, nag-change tayo ng job. So, we have jobs from previous job. Tapos, nakaprocess yung application natin sa permanent resident visa. Tapos, nagbago tayo ng ating employer. So, you have to submit a new offer of employment. Kung kayo lang po bago sa aming YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And then, i-update ko kayo susunod. And also, i-add ko po yung mga details na kailangan. I-shorten ko po para at least masundan nyo isa-isa ang mga requirements na kailangan nyo i-prepare before you apply for this program. So, in order for the permanent residence visa to be issued, kailangan din i-check ng CRC, ng immigration dito sa Canada, if the job offer of employment is genuine, requirements must be met, or the applicant must be occupying the position of an employment, and the employment that meets the standard or the requirements that needs doon sa NOC code, kung ano yung position nyo right now. In short nyo sa aking video, so kailangan lang talaga genuine lahat ang job offer ninyo, Job offer yan, doon lahat yung details ng trabaho nyo, yung duties ninyo, kung saan community dapat nandun within the community boundaries ang inyong lugar, kung saan yung employer nyo. Kasi, kaya sinabing rural, may mga certain boundaries po. Like for example, the community boundaries have been further defined for the following communities. So ito po yung mga boundaries, ito po yung mga provinces or boundaries na qualified to apply for the program. So, una po sa Brandon, Manitoba. Community sa Manitoba within 55 kilometers of downtown Brandon will be able to apply. So, kung ang employer nyo within these boundaries, yes, you can apply. Tapos, sa Alberta naman, sa Claresholm, Alberta, communities in Alberta within 25 kilometer of downtown Claresholm. So, yun po yung pwedeng mag-apply kung nandun ang employer nyo sa boundaries na yon, you can apply for this program. And also, sa communities in Ontario naman, ang Ontario, shout out sa mga Ontario dyan, punta kayo sa North Bay kasi ito yung part ng program nito na they will accept the applicants for permanent residency. North Bay, Ontario, communities in Ontario within 45 kilometers of downtown North Bay. Kung nandun po kayo sa boundaries na yon, apply now. At sa British Columbia naman po is within 40 kilometers of downtown Vernon. So yeah, yan po yung boundaries ng community sa British Columbia. So dapat din po you're following the procedure that are in place for this community. And also West Kootenay, British Columbia. So these communities in British Columbia is within 2 circular areas with a radius of 35 kilometers. Yun, the first center in Willow Point and the second centered in Fruitvale. Ito po yung mga boundaries or mga rural area kung saan pwede kayo mag-apply sa program na ito. Because ang aim natin is maging permanent residents dito sa Canada, di ba? So, any job will offer us to become a permanent residents. Why not grab the opportunity, di ba? So, shout out po, ibibigay ko po sa information sooner after this video or watch me sa aking Facebook page po, Ate Mabel ng Bayan. And also, please guys, if you're new to our YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video and, share it to your other friends. And also, sana po abangan nyo aking next video for your updates. So, ito po yung program ng RNIP dito sa Canada. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And what else? Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.